Okay, we've got CLG Academy versus 100 Thieves Academy. Finally, a bit more interesting of a game. We're gonna see the CLG's actually pulling out some interesting picks. They got the Kog'Maw, which is normally banned out. They got the Vladimir, which is normally banned out, and they're going Gragas in the jungle. And what I'm really gonna like seeing is the Xerath mid. I've really been liking how there's been more poke champions being taken mid lane. To me, it's a lot more interesting than watching the typical Malzahar versus Azir lane. So, I think it'll be fun to see how COG plays this. And if they get ahead early with that Kog'Maw and Xerath and Vladimir, they could do really well.
We don't want to put 100 Thieves down too far, though, but I think both teams have a good composition. I'm kind of iffy about the Xerath personally, simply because it's one of those champions that has to overperform to really show that it's a good pick. So we're going to have to see how Tuesday, CLG Tuesday, what a great name,
Right.
is going to do on the Xerath.
Wonder why Tuesday of all days. But I'm not saying COG's comp is better. It's just definitely more interesting than 100 Thieves. Going the typical roster. Gonna have that Ornn top lane. Gonna have the Jarvan. Gonna have the Azir mid, the Ezreal Taric bot lane. Always good to have that Taric ultimate. It's always fun to see the invulnerability and see how they use that. Gonna have the Ezreal just kind of farm with those complementary stacks. But interestingly enough, Ornn and Vladimir are both taking Ignite in this top lane. There's not a single TP, so unless we see an Unsealed Spellbook come out, there's no TPs around here.
Well, we're going to go into the game. 3, 2, 1.
And we're going to be going in.
With the power of technology, beautiful loading screen.
We're in the game. Well, don't think we're going to see anything early.
It's performed properly. If when you have a Cosmic Radiance that shields the person that you're about to kill, and then that person flashes after they've been hit by the Cosmic Radiance, it is incredibly frustrating to play against. Also, the stopwatch is available, so Cosmic Radiance and then comboed with the stopwatch is just incredibly tiresome.
Definitely. And we're going to see 6 stopwatches here, 3 on each team.
Woo!
Seems a bit more normal this time. Both ADCs taking stopwatches like normal. Interestingly enough, we got 2 stopwatches on both of these top laners. Vladimir going to be able to use that to stall out for his Qs. Ornn going to be able to use that in between Ws to be able to pump out as much damage as possible. But not going to see one on this Azir though.
It keeps you safe, and while you can only just use it one time, it just gives you that ability to avoid these ganks and keep yourself safe under the tower if you fall low.
Yeah. Well, we've got the autofill bot lane versus Rikara and Wyan.
Ha, ha, ha. They planned this. And you can imagine these players as they're signing up for a team, and then they're just the best buds, and they're like, you know what we're gonna call ourselves? Autofill.
And we can just never be separated.
Jesus Christ. I know, right? And then when they go to a different team, they're gonna be like, I'll miss you, Phil. I'll miss you, Otto.
One thing I do have to note in this mid lane, well, once it pans back, I'll talk about that. We're gonna see the Pugma coming out, so we've got the dog and the cat.
Catfish. Ha. Ha. Oh my god, the amount of jokes in this bot lane.
No kidding. So look at this bot lane. Who do you think is going to come out ahead?
I think in the early game, the Taric and the Ezreal should have the big advantage, but late game, Kog'Maw and the Tahm Kench are just so strong, and I think it's very difficult to deal with them late game.
Yeah. CLG being able to get Tahm Kench and Kog'Maw, I think, is going to be really huge.
I don't even understand how you could allow that to happen. I'm sure they probably focused on banning Braum or someone else. I didn't look at the bans appropriately. But just allowing that certain bot lane is going to be disastrous
Yeah.
if they're allowed to get too far into this late game.
Oh my god.
Too
Fearlessly
far into.
walk into this jungle. Very aggressive jungler. Always ends up trying to go for these early ones, and it's going to be Warden, deep warding over there on top lane. Gonna give Vladimir kind of some safety. Because he is pushing onto this Ornn, and he doesn't want him to get ganked.
So LCS players, oh my god.
Oh my
is
god,
the only
again,
one.
he's extremely aggressive, and he's showing it. Taking those golems, trying to get A4 behind, but
Tuesday is almost gonna fall. He's gonna be forced to use his heal. He's gonna keep his flash there.
well, really good job there on Tuesday, staying alive and knowing that he doesn't have to use that flash there, because that's definitely really, really important summoner spell when it comes to playing Xerath in lane. Having that slow base movement speed on top of no movement.
So, as for the bot lane, right now we had oh my god taking those Krugs. What do you like? How much pressure is it, and how much do you think like how synchronous does a team have to be? And we have to consider that these are academy teams. They are new to playing with each other, and they're new to getting paid just to play. So, how good do you think CLG is going to perform when they have an LCS player on their team?
I think I've seen CLG. This team has shown they have a lot of strengths, really behind their jungler. When he gets ahead, does extremely well. And as you can see, he's already been getting that early lead. He plays extremely aggressive. He's always keeping tabs on where the jungler is. So not only he knows, but his whole team knows where they can play. This Vladimir knows he can play this far up because he does such a good job of keeping track of this jungler.
Tuesday is doing pretty good against Linsanity. I think he's faring pretty well. The Xerath, like I said, he just has to play exceptionally well to
Yeah, see, look
really
how
show.
deep Omar God is in the jungle right now. 3 wards he just planted in Jarvan's top side.
And Jarvan's going to go straight into his top side, so he's going to get spotted right here very early on with those wards.
Gragas stopping Ornn's back there with his barrel. Yeah, but all of these wards giving Fallen Bandit all of this room to be able to push this Ornn under tower, knowing exactly where Jarvan is.
Oh,
He
what?
accidentally shows outside of the bush. Could have been huge, but yeah, just a little bit of mechanical misplay there. By a little bit, I mean a lot.
It could have been so great. Kaizen was not in a position to assist, and then Kito would have just walked right into him.
Well, it looks like Gragas stole away those Raptors from Jarvan. Again, doing a great job just keeping Jarvan there, stealing away his camps. He's got the level advantage on him. But Ornn...
God, first blood!
A first blood on the Ornn. We didn't get to see the follow-up behind that, but Vlad was so far ahead in that lane, but Kaizen with an amazing solo kill. So it looks like the Vladimir has switched to teleport. Looks like he's running that spell book. But yeah, Kaizen capitalizing on taking that ignite early and Vladimir not being able to do so. So Kaizen really coming out ahead in this top lane.
Kaizen showing that he can show up if he's given the opportunity. He's getting pressured very heavily by Oh My God, but the moment he knew that Oh My God was not there to protect and stay in his tent, he knew that he had the opportunity for that first blood.
I think what's really interesting to look at is the minion dematerializer on Tom Kench. Taking that knowing that they're going to get pushed in constantly so he can instantly kill a lot of these canyon minions coming in so they don't get pushed too far into the tower.
It's a very good strategy. Ooh, we have a bunch of abilities used here. Oh my god, is going to be forced to that flash. But yeah, Tom Kench is helping out a lot. He's keeping the Kog'Maw safe. The dazzle that comes out from Tarek, while very useful in any other situation with the Tom Kench, it's very difficult to really initiate with it.
Tuesday landed some really good abilities there and down the mid lane, though Azir having that 12 CS advantage right now. So
Holy moly.
that's pretty prominent for early game.
Yeah, that's pretty massive, and we're barely about to hit the 10-minute mark. The bigger the gold lead, the bigger the creep score differential the earlier on it is, the bigger the impact, really.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're not going to see too much action near the dragon. It is a cloud, so neither of these teams are probably going to be trying to go for that.
Yeah, the Cloud Drake, like we said in a previous game, it's not focused at all by either team, usually by the winning team on purpose, for the fact of just making it so that the enemy team never has the potential to come back into the game by forcing a team fight.
Definitely. I'm really... Oh my god, still hasn't been able to pull off a gank, but we should be... He's level 6. We should be able to see some fun barrels going out, see some of this really strong early aggression he likes to put out. And it looks like these junglers are going to meet.
They're meeting in cowardice, because one just ran away.
Kitsuo and cowardice. I have not seen Omar God back off of a fight this entire game. So, interestingly enough, we have not seen a single gank in the past 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ, you're right. The only thing Omar God was actually able to participate in was that he was waiting for Kitsuo, and he shot himself in the bush.
Yeah,
That's
well,
never
I mean, I still think this is going in the advantage of Omar God. He's done a really good job of stealing away a lot of Jarvan's camps, keeping tabs everywhere he is. It looks like we're finally going to see a gank, but not much on that side. Tarek blows the flash, doesn't want to have anything going on there, so we go back to the waiting game.
Zir looked like he might have tried something. Oh, Kito is gonna show up with a cataclysm, instantly flashed away by the Zera.
Yeah, well, finally some games coming out, but again, there hasn't been many ganks, so they're able to just
it's cooldowns. Cataclysm is a shorter cooldown than the flash. Cooldowns.
Definitely. So they're getting these cooldowns, you know, and hopefully we can see something capitalized off of them.
Just
Omar God might try to make something happen here. He accidentally aggroed the Raptors there with his Cinderhold and wasn't able to get a few autos off on that Vision Ward. Omar God missing the smite.
Oh, got it.
So, Kitsuo getting some revenge.
Clutch. So, a very, very still mid lane, but I think that's rather expected when you ever have a Xerath in the mid lane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, based off of how this is looking, this game looks like it's going to go for a really long time, because neither team, but if either team wins a team fight, it could spiral in either direction.
Yeah, a team that understands the massive opportunities that they get from just getting one kill or getting a big objective play and just spiraling at it out of control has happened. I mean, you see it all the time in solo queue, but in pro play, it's a little harder simply because of how coordinated teams are, so they don't allow these macro plays to happen. Dragon is going to get started.
Looks like 100 Thieves are going to try and take this dragon. Doesn't look like CLG is going to try and contest it. It's a Cloud Dragon. They know it's not that important. They'd rather just play it safe and not have to go.
Gonna show up for it.
They're going to grab this red buff as a consolation prize, and honestly, it's not too terrible of one.
I really appreciate the Cloud Drake. Don't dish on my Cloud Drake, bro, man. Come on.
I said too bad. Too bad of a consolation. You know, the 15 movement speed out of combat. You know, sometimes if they top laner doesn't have teleport and he has to run to the Baron. You know, maybe that might happen. You never know.
Hey, those recalls, and then now you have movement speed. Bam! Quickly into lane.
Get those extra minions being able to run back. Well, we're gonna see that early Abyssal Mask on Ornn. Gonna shut down a lot of this Vladimir's Q damage. So probably not gonna see too much in this top lane besides both of these guys kind of wet noodling each other.
So it wasn't just the red buff. The Oh My God was able to get lead in C. Krugs was still left, but Kitsu is having a harder and harder time as long as this game comes out.
Definitely.
Stopwatch is still available though.
Yeah, we still have every stopwatch still available. Almost every summoner is still up. Xerath's Flash is coming back. That's the only one down, so these next team fights we should see a lot of action, but probably not too many kills going out.
Yeah, we have the Tahm Kench using his ultimate just to put himself into position in that ball lane, helping out his Phil.
Well, Xerath playing that really well. If you saw, missing pinged the bush that the 100 Thieves was stacking up right there. Didn't actually have vision of it, but just enough game knowledge to know that they're probably trying to pull something on him. Well, Jarvan actually might be trying to set up a dive on the Xerath, or just getting
so close to his flash.
Yeah, well, looks like Jarvan's just gonna circle around this bot side, maybe try and make something happen. Yeah, we're gonna see that ultimate going on in Ezreal. He's gonna try and clear this wave, and the 100 Thieves are gonna try and set up a dive here. They have this Taric ultimate. They have the safety.
Teleport going out on both. Punched into Tahm Kench. He's trying to put him as far away as possible. This stopwatch is going to get Prog. Kog'Maw still dies. His passive is going to be able to put a little bit of damage. Xerath tries to zip. Call of the Forge God also showing up as Kaizen did TP. I don't think it was necessary, but they used all their resources. They got 3 kills, and they're going to get this tower.
Yeah, very interesting that Vladimir chose to follow through on that TP. If he chose to stay, he might have been able to push that tower, knowing that Ornn also TP, but he followed through and just died.
Just like flat out died. He died.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. There's no commentary. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, that is the only problem we see sometimes with Omar God, though. He does play a little selfishly. He wasn't there for the bot lane. He didn't have the vision to see them coming in on that bot side, so he takes the Rift Herald, but 100 Thieves definitely coming out ahead when it comes to that fight. But
League of Legends is a game of push and pull, and just getting a Rift Herald for 3 kills and a tower is not very beneficial.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Omar God did a pretty good job there of taking what he could with the circumstance, but Vladimir just taking that TP really, really hurt this match.
Oh,
or following through on that TP, that is.
Alright, so even better, now that's 2 towers for 1 play. That's a very big power play right there.
Gets
almost.
Barely getting back there.
Clutching it.
CLG putting out this Rift Herald, but looks like
they're gonna abandon it. It was a suicide mission.
Well, this Kog'Maw being caught very out of place. Tahm Kench couldn't be able to get there.
Tahm Kench to bring him in. Phil is gonna be able to escape using that explosive plan to get Otto into safety.
Phil just barely getting in there in time. Didn't have his flash, didn't have exhaust, had to walk all the way over there with his level 1 boots and barely gets there in time. I have to say one thing though, I love the Azir soldiers on this skin. They're just like little people. They're little dudes.
Are they not people in the other skins?
Yeah, they're sand soldiers. They're just like actual people.
Here we see a Shurima shuffle. He's gonna be able to get Phil. He does shield himself a large amount of health, but it's worthless as he still gets bursted down. You know what? You're right. The little sand people does look cooler in this skin. I never really considered it that way.
I actually didn't until I saw it right now. Well, here we're gonna see that Xerath ultimate not gonna do much, and actually is going to be taken down. No reason.
Gave away his position.
Oh my gosh, no reason to have to not ult under the tower there. Vladimir gonna try and find something here.
Oh, there was a flash. He does want that fight. It's actually really not the best decision at all. He does want Rikara, but he's not going to be able to get him.
Man, this Vladimir having a Fallen Bandit having a really rough time. This Vladimir 0-3-0. Not able to find much.
He got the first tower.
He did. I mean, he got solo killed in lane by the Ornn, but he got that first tower. He was looking pretty good, but just is not finding what he needs. Again, though, Omar God 0-0-0, playing a little selfishly, and we're kind of seeing the results with Kitsuo 2-0-5 making a lot of things happen, and Kitsuo's just playing a lot better team play than Omar God is. We haven't seen Omar be able to make anything happen with his Gragas ultimate yet.
Yeah, the explosive cask is completely not being used proactively. It's just being used reactively. He's just using it when we see a fight coming out from Kito, and it's just starting to show that the Cataclysm is just more beneficial than the explosive cask.
Definitely, and they're gonna take complete control of the vision here in Baron. They know they're 8 kills up. They know that they can do this. They've won every team fight, and they're really feeling confident here. And CLG
hit that mark.
CLG is really showing that they're scared. Unlike these other games where they, even though they're 3k behind, they still try and contest this stuff. 100 Thieves sees that they're playing really scared, and they're just gonna go straight to this Baron.
Yeah, and they don't even have a Mountain Jake or anything really that usually necessary for this. Xerath is going to decide to ult. The Baron is now at 100 health. Oh my god, tries the flash to get that smite. He's not going to get it. Call the Forge God. Instantly used to get so much CC onto Otto and Phil. They are going to be able to escape, but Phil did use his flash to do so.
CLG just looking really scattered, not getting any advantages. They could have gone bot lane and gotten that bot tower they used the Rift Herald on that's low, but Omar God flashes in, tries to get the smite. He's playing like it's do or die, even though you can stall out these games. There were only 3.5k gold behind, and with the Baron they'd only be 6k gold behind. Like, you can stall out this game, but this played really reactively.
Yeah, no, it seems like CLG just doesn't have a leader. They just don't, they're just not deciding on doing anything. They're just waiting for 100 Thieves to make a decision, and then they just play around it. And that's not what you want to do at all.
Definitely. Man, every single stopwatch here on CLG still unused, still on 100 Thieves, still not used. They haven't had a reason to even have to use them, because every fight has just been such in their favor.
Yeah, 0-9, it might be a perfect game. Well, they did lose 2 towers, so it's not a perfect game, but close. Kill KDA, perfect game. You can say that one.
Omar God trying to do something here, but Tarek not even going.
Oh, we have from the depth of the waters, they are going to try to engage, but Cosmic Radiance keeps everybody at very healthy amounts. Call of the Forge God is going to be able to knock up so many members. Cataclysm in the middle of the fray. Everybody's falling really low. They finally are able to pick up Otto and Phil. They also pick.
Just again, a huge fight there. You stalled out a little bit there, so I'm just gonna talk. I'm not sure if you were saying something and stopped, but again, another fight by 100 Thieves, just coming out way on top. That Vladimir is just so far behind. He was trying to kill that Ezreal, but Ezreal just is so far ahead, had so much comfort just to be able to DPS him down, while the rest of the team just couldn't.
I thought it was funny that Phil ate Tarek while he was ulted, so I'm not really sure what happened in that situation because Tarek wasn't charming anymore. So I'm not sure if like he would take damage or not afterwards.
Huh. Interesting. I actually don't know.
Good question, isn't it?
Well,
yeah, I thought it was a very funny interaction, but the Cosmic Radiance showing how powerful it can be when used at appropriate time, and then the Call of the Forge God just comboing and right afterwards is just so hard to deal with.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I'm really liking Rikara's build here on Ezreal. Choosing not to go the Iceborne Gauntlet, not going the safe route, go straight for the Triforce. And it's really been showing up in these fights. He's been putting out so much damage. He doesn't feel like he needs CC. He feels like the Ornn and the Taric have it covered. And the Jarvan have it covered, and he's right.
Ezreal's always been one of those AD characters where I'm just like, I'm not sure if I can play this character right. I look at my win rates and it's just like, no, I don't think so. My KDA is good, but I don't think so.
He's another one of those characters that, like, people don't realize, but it really requires some good team play. Because while he puts out a lot of damage, it's not bursty.
Yeah. And he's really good at 1v1s, and we're just about to see one here as Fall.
The Bandit is indeed fallen. He's not looking good for Fallen Bandit. 0-5, getting caught out over and over and over.
Oh, he did so well in lane. It's so disastrous to see him like this.
I can't even say that. Ornn had that full HP solo kill for that first blood. Well, 100 Thieves, 12k, 11k gold up right now. At 25 minutes, we're not seeing a lot of games go like this. They're going to take another inhib here. But it looks like a fight might break out here.
They're just going to knock up Omar God. Otto, while he has not been able to participate, he's still very, very strong. They do not want that Kog'Maw to do too much damage to them.
Well, a lot of CLG's abilities going out. Vladimir ultimate goes out, but 100 Thieves walks away, and they realize they're still at full HP. They don't have to leave.
That's another inhibitor. And
they're just gonna go top lane and keep pushing. Rikara taking a fully empowered Vladimir Q and doesn't go below pretty much full HP.
So, the game's looking pretty grim right now, and I think it's just so difficult to hold your own. They don't really have a very good, strong clear against the composition that they have to deal with. They have to stay so far, and the Cataclysm just showing how much pressure it can apply. Phil always saving his carry auto.
Looks like they're gonna back off. They're gonna take their 3 inhibs, 13-0. 100 Thieves Academy, showing their dominance.
We have to commend Phil though for the amount of times that he saved Otto. I didn't keep count, but there are a lot of times where Otto should have died.
That is the beauty of Tahm Kench. You can play these 80 carries who just don't have any escapes, and then they all of a sudden have an escape, which makes it so much more interesting because you can see these comps. But looks like Tahm Kench is going to ult here and try to find
Oh, they got spotted.
Something?
Oh, this is really bad. Oh my god, going into Phil and they're trying to escape, but Phil will not be so
Oh
lucky.
my
He's
gosh,
in
this is
between three
so
exhaust on to
troll.
Rikara.
Tom Kench, they're so desperate. They tried to get Omar God behind the Baron pit so he could try and steal it. But
It was a desperate play.
a very desperate play that very, very easily gets countered. 100 Thieves just reading him like a book.
Today I learned you can see where Tom Kench is going to ult into without having to have vision.
Well, this is going to be the end of the game. Ezreal getting stunned, completely walking away from the Gragas ult.
Just walk unharmed.
Perfect game by 100 Thieves. 17-0. Honestly, one of the best games I've seen played by a team this season.
Yeah, academy teams don't usually play this clean, but that was incredibly well done by 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves knowing exactly what they want to do, having a cohesive strategy the whole game. They never looked scattered. They never looked like they weren't on the same page. They always, from 0 to 28 minutes, they looked like they had a plan. And
Yeah.
CLG was the exact opposite. It looked like they were just responding to whatever 100 Thieves did.
And kind of depending too much on Omar God, they didn't really, no player really tried to do anything themselves. It seems like they were also expecting a lot from Omar God and expecting him to do the plays. And if he didn't, well, they're just gonna sit there and wait for the Nexus to die.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. Omar God didn't actually gank. He only ganked one time that whole game. He got a flash, but he never entered another fight. Jarvan was just putting himself in situations, trying to make things happen, and it all kind of came together on that bottom lane dive, as we saw early game when it was just 0-1. But
Well, with that, we have the winners. Not CLGs. We're gonna have 100 Thieves.
the winners
And
are not CLG.
at least they're not forever fourth place, so CLG can possibly be.
They can be
Bring it
forever
back.
last place, because that's where they are.
I know. Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Same here.